Imagine a bulletproof wall. Not steel, but code. Now imagine the world's most dangerous hackers hiding their weapons inside that wall, in plain sight. It's the blockchain. And a state-sponsored threat group just figured out how to turn it into an invisible military bunker for malware. What they did next will change how you look at every single crypto transaction. Before we dive into the hack that cannot be stopped, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to be the last one to know the world is on fire. Do it. Every single day, analysts around the world are playing whack-a-mole with hackers. They find a server, they shut it down, the malware vanishes. But the moment an attacker decided to use the blockchain's core strength, its immutability, as a weapon, the entire defense playbook became worthless. This isn't just about stealing crypto. This is about establishing a permanent, undeletable digital beachhead for a hostile nation. The stakes, $2 billion and counting in stolen funds, used to power a rogue state's most dangerous programs. For months, the North Korean threat group, UNC 5342, was running a masterful social engineering operation called the Contagious interview. They posed as recruiters from fake firms like Blocknovas on LinkedIn, luring software developers in the crypto space with high-paying job offers. The final test. Download a file from a legitimate-looking NPM or GitHub repository. The developer clicks, the file runs, and nothing seems to happen. That's the trick. Security researchers at Google were hunting down suspicious network traffic when they noticed something bizarre: tiny, almost invisible calls being made. Not to an IP address, not to a website, but to a cryptocurrency smart contract. They looked closer, and that's when the chilling truth emerged. This is where the game changed. The technique is called ether hiding. Here's how it works. Instead of hosting the actual, bulky malware on a server that can be shut down, the hackers encoded the malware's instructions, the brain of the attack, and stored it right on the Ethereum or BNB smart chain blockchain. The victim's computer, now infected with a tiny initial script, makes a simple, read-only query to that smart contract. It's like sending a request to a public database. No transaction, no easy-to-trace event. The contract spits out an encrypted JavaScript payload. That code then downloads and installs the invisible ferret backdoor. Because the command and control infrastructure is decentralized on the blockchain, it is virtually impossible to block. It's a bulletproof command and control. Invisible ferret is exactly what it sounds like. It's a stealer. A ghost. It silently exfiltrates passwords, browser data, and critically, the private keys and seeds from crypto wallets like MetaMask and Phantom. But here is the massive escalation. UNC 5342 is not just a financially motivated group. They are directly linked to the North Korean government. Their objective is not just profit, it's sanctions-busting state revenue and intelligence gathering. They weren't just after the developer's Bitcoin. They were after the source code the developer was working on, the network access their company had, and the intel they could trade for state resources. This is a state-sponsored, high-tech smash and grab. They use the crypto the same way a government uses oil, to fund weapons programs and global espionage. And as long as the Ethereum blockchain exists, their C2 server remains active. The real twist. Takedown is impossible. Every government, every security agency has one tool, the takedown notice. They call the hosting provider, they shut down the server. But who do you call to shut down the Ethereum blockchain? The malicious code, the commands, the brain of the malware. It is now permanent. It's a digital inscription that will last forever. Defenders can only try to block the initial script before it queries the contract. They are fighting a new kind of war, a decentralized, immutable war. This attack proved that what makes blockchain resilient for currency also makes it the perfect, unstoppable infrastructure for cybercrime. And if North Korea is using it now, the next group to adopt it might be hiding something far worse. This isn't the future of hacking. It's today. The world's biggest criminal organizations and nation-states are now thinking like decentralized entrepreneurs. You need to understand the code of war, not just the code of your apps. The Contagious interview is still out there. Protect your crypto keys, lock down your dev dependencies, and never, ever trust an unsolicited LinkedIn job offer. If you want more cinematic deep dives into the cyber wars no one is watching, smash that like button and subscribe to CyberNews AI. Stay safe out there.